Hey, Men's Room. It's week 26. I'm TJ, and we're talking about support and people who've been in support roles in our lives through our transition, coming out, that sort of thing. First off, apologies that this is probably going to get posted late because as I was about to make this and post it up, YouTube is doing some sort of maintenance, so I can't do it. So it'll probably be on Tuesday that this gets up. In any case, to talk a little bit about, for me, really, to be honest, it's been a lot of my friends that have been there to support me through coming out, but transition specifically, since that's what we really are talking about. One of my friends here, a colleague, actually at the pretty much the last minute, came with me to Toronto where I had my surgery and spent a week with me there and drove me down to Michigan, and so I could recover there with some friends and stuff like that. And so I would say Amber has very, very much like directly supported me through my transition that way. Jordan is obviously my best friend and has supported me throughout the time that I've known him through a lot of stuff, especially emotional support and just being able to go through things together and ask each other questions as we experience stuff that's unknown to us. To be able to ask him questions about his process and how he's doing and stuff like that has been really key in me being able to handle my own changes. I haven't been very communicative with him lately. I think it's been a couple of months since we last talked on the phone, and I don't know. Like every time I feel like I've got 20 minutes to give him a call, I fall asleep on my couch because I'm so tired. But I need to make some time for him. So hopefully I will soon. Other people that have been there, in particular to my transition, there's been a lot of friends and colleagues around here who've just been really, really supportive. Just driving me down to the clinic all the time in regards to getting my prescription and all of that stuff. Like those little things, like they really count because it's that kind of stuff that I really want help with and want support around. Is managing the little stuff. It's managing the drives and the pickups and stupid shit like that doesn't really excite me. And lately, the last I want to say like 3-4 weeks now, I've been pretty much psyching myself out of my shot for some reason. Initially, I did a pretty decent job of just giving myself a shot. Getting a little nervous right before, but being able to work out the nervousness and just doing it. And the last 3-4 weeks, I don't know. I think it might have something to do with my stress level, because my stress level has been really, really high this past month. And so I don't know if the more stressed I am, the more nervous and anxious I am about giving myself a shot and just haven't been doing it, or doing it like multiple hours later. I've managed to not skip a week, thankfully, because of another friend of mine, Tori, who's the last 2 weeks now has come and given me my shot. Is coming again for the third time on Thursday. She's actually a nurse, which is why I thought of her when that first week when she did it. I actually psyched myself out of doing it for 2 full days. So at that point, I just I was like, Tori will do it, and it'll be a good chance for me to see her again. Other than that, it's just, like I said, just a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues. In terms of my family, I think it's tough for them to do direct support because obviously they're so far away. My mom's all the way still in Cyprus. My sister's in California now, and it's too much to travel and do all of that, and I think for them to be at a place where they can do that and spend that kind of money, it's too much to ask for right now. And I understand that, and I guess that answers one of the other questions in the topic today, which is, what have we done to support them? And I guess my thing has been to just let them do what they need to do, and figure this out at their own pace. For the most part, they still call me by my birth name, and still use terms like daughter and sister and stuff like that. And it is what it is at this point. It's hard to hear still. It gets harder and harder to hear each time. But I know that at some point it'll change, and I have faith in that. I know that in their own ways they're trying. I know in their own ways they've made progress. I can wish that it was faster. I can wish that it was simpler for them, but I can't make it happen. So I'm happy with how much has changed, and because a lot has, and it's difficult to explain without folks really knowing the context of my family and the context of things. Lots of people think that they know my family because of a documentary that I was in, and it's not really the case. It's obviously a single dimension perspective through the lens of a camera, and a few short minutes at a time, so it's not really a full perspective. Other than that, I guess my current employers have been supportive. When I was job searching and interviewing for this job and other jobs, I was very open about the fact that that I'm a trans man, and that probably sometime during my time with them that I was going to be transitioning. And UVM has been really, really great with that, particularly the Res Life department, in both hiring me and being excited for me, not just hiring me despite being trans and transitioning, being in the prospective future, but actually being excited for me, and supporting me by giving me the time off, and just working around my recovery time and all of that stuff. And people actually like asking me about it in an excited manner, because they're happy about it. Definitely some really solid relationships here because of that. I don't currently have a long-term partner. I didn't have a long-term partner when I started transitioning, and I think in a way that's been good, to not have to not necessarily put my partner through this, but just have to manage that aspect of life at the same time. There's been so much going on that it would be a lot, both for them and for myself at this point. So at the same time, sometimes it does feel kind of like I wish that was the case, to just have that very, very direct, intimate emotional support through this. It does sometimes, while I know that I am not doing this by myself, it still feels that way. And I think that's primarily because I don't have a partner, and because my family's not around. So I don't want to sound at all unappreciative of what my friends have done, because I'm not at all. Just, it's different. But yeah, that's about it for now. Hopefully this will get posted within a reasonable time frame that's not too far away from Monday. Hope folks are doing well, and hopefully you all have support networks around you too.